Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's the end of April. We're down here in Oregon. Behind me right there, that is the North Fork of the John Day River. Sarah's walking the dog down this road here. And I'm at a locality that I've wanted to visit for a very long time. I'm very excited to finally be here. Let's turn the camera around. I'm going to show you this thing. Very, very cool. We'll talk about a little bit of some of the history and what I hope to be finding here. Sure is pretty out here. This right here is the Devil's Backbone. This was first located by Isabel Madison in the 1960s when this road was put in next to the river for logging purposes. Later on, Rudy Chernick relocated it in the 1970s. And well, we have a plethora of zeolites here. And being that it is the end of April, I'm one of the first people out here probably for the year. And you can just see, like, that's probably a whole bunch of Analocene, Cobazite, Mesolite. I'm definitely forgetting some things. But these rocks here probably came down this winter. They do not look very weathered at all. But like, that's a very cool specimen right there. These things are really not that weathered at all. And we will be smashing apart some of these rocks. Look at this, this vug right here. Check that out. That's very cool for just sitting out. And, oh wow, I almost stepped on this. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, I assume we have well, that's calcite with a growth over it, which that's a little visitor over here. I guess I'm the visitor. We have a resident over here. I'm not going to bug him too much, but look at that little guy right there. Hey, buddy. He's kind of big. You can see his tail goes all the way up there. I don't know anything about reptiles, but that guy's kind of cool looking, isn't he? Kind of neat. Well, I'm going to put this thing down in a place that I can re-find it, and we'll walk down just a little bit more, and we'll look at this road cut some before we do collecting, and maybe Sarah will come back. The geology down here, I'm a little unfamiliar with, but the basics of it, right? We are within the Columbia River basalt group. You can see Sarah and the dog way down there. Up high, we have Grand Ronde basalt. This unit of basalt here is Picture Gorge basalt. And that is what we have here with all of these zeolites in it. Look at that pocket right there. Very cool. Lots to see here, lots to break up. I mean, very cool. Now, we have a lot of different materials. I'm going to have to be kind of picky and choosy with what I pick up and go with. I don't want to bring too much stuff home. Sarah was just saying, and it's not going to really come through on camera, up there, that's probably 25 feet higher than where I'm standing. And you can just see white little vesicles that have been filled. It's a beautiful area. BLM and amazing camping out here. I mean, obviously we can't get to the other side of the river, but you know, there's many spots down here, and that's where we're going to be spending the night. But let's go down here and break out some tools and do some collecting. Look at all this stuff that's on the side of the road here. It's not from the, well, you know, it's not at the road cut exactly, but is obviously from there. Crazy. This little stuff is interesting, and I might take a couple of pieces of it, but in the ideal world, we will have a good pocket. Little woolly bully. Let me show you what I'm working here and opening up. I just cracked this, and some beautiful pockets. So probably some anal seam, mesolite balls, cobazite, probably mesolite, and then there's just filled, absolutely filled. And it doesn't take a whole ton of effort to find something quite cool. Let's look at the table as we start to pick and choose some of the good things. Got some interesting pieces here. Some nice big pockets. Okay. I'm not sure I'm going to take all of this, but these could be some good things to try to preserve. As a general rule of thumb, you know, it's best to do some of the finer processing at home, unless of course you luck out and you're like, that's good as is, other than cleaning it. One thing with zeolites, of course, is these fibrous specimens are very nice, but hard to preserve, take care of, get home in one piece, and you know, that's part of it. I think I'm going to try to whack some of this off here and see if there's anything good on the inside. If I can get that piece out here, I'll be happy. Maybe a littler chisel. That. Still, I'd like to maybe work this down. So I'll just scoot some of the dirt away here, so that I can maybe work around this, and I'm bringing less waste home, and maybe I open up another pocket within the same rock. I think it's time for a bigger hammer. The S-wing hammers are great and all. I guess this is still an S-wing, but the 3-pound cracker is the way to achieve real work. Well, I think we're just going to be taking this one home just like this. Sarah just handed me this, and that little vug right there will look very, very cool under the microscope. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, I should have brought my jeweler's loop. I left it on my desk before coming out here. And for a zeolite hunt without a jeweler's loop, well, it's a little silly, a little foolish, but we'll make do. We can at least bring these guys home. Sarah just found some big pieces of anal seam. Kind of want to work this crack that I have going here. So I mean, the stuff's really nice. I mean, there's like some Thompsonite balls in there. Yeah, it's hard to pick, but I think in time we will be able to high grade our way to some good stuff here. If there was like a half-inch anal seam, I'd be like, I'm good. We can just spend the rest of the time hanging out at the river.
I like to sit back a little, dog.
And that kind of could have been a nice pocket. Look at all those bugs in there. Very cool. Very nice. Beautiful piece of anal seam right there in the middle. And the rest of that, I'll probably be able to just extract that out here and have these to be some small thumbnails once clean. Very cool. This is a very cool pocket. We have this crack here. It's risky, but I'm going to try to separate that out because that rock is kind of big. I think I can do crack it here and then down and have just a small little face to work with. Well, that was easy. Oh, there's another good pocket in there. Pocket after pocket. Can't save them all, though. Some of them you can just get out with your hand almost. It's got a nice little piece in there. I want this larger pocket. Chase kind of the cracks around it. Oh, wow. I just opened up on the, I was going for this. And I opened up that. I can just knock a couple more pieces off. I'll be happy. I'll call that a piece like that. Maybe, I don't know. Always a risk, isn't it? I think I'm just going to take that. I'm going to take that piece home. I like that. That's big. That can look good in a cabinet. Benefit of the little camp table is high grading your finds. These are the pieces that I've selected here. Sarah also has some pieces selected. I think we should do a little bit more work here. But I'm quite happy with some of these. Like, look at that pocket right there.
Yeah.
That's probably like almost like a druzy coating of anal seam. That looks like Thompsonite balls, but I'm not exactly sure just yet. And then some larger pieces of anal seam that can just be like straight up like thumbnails as is, which is cool. I especially like that little piece right there. So yeah. What do you think of the road cut?
A lot of stuff here to look at.
Yeah. Free sticks. Sarah was just commenting on the lack of people out here, being that it's 50 degrees. It's not exactly river weather, but the John Day is super popular come like, nice weather season. Like people kayaking and rafting and doing all kinds of stuff, fishing, whatnot. Check out this though. Check out what I got right here. That, although interesting, me and fibrous specimens. I'm never gonna get that thing clean. That's a goner, I believe. Even inverting it in a ultrasonic isn't gonna like on stain that. This was exposed over there in a rock, and I went and got it, and look at that. Look at that great pocket right there. Yeah, I mean, there's just an abundance of cool stuff sitting roadside. Yeah, you have one last look here at the river. Very beautiful day today. So look at what we're taking home. I got to wrap it up, pack it up nice and safe. We have a lot more zeolite locations to come on this trip. So, you know, we gotta be selective. We gotta be selective. There's a lot more stuff, including some stuff right down this road. This is the take home. This is how I pack everything up to go home, individually wrapped in foil and labeled Ziplocs, and that way heaviest things on the bottom, really lightweight things on top like this. I mean, that's just a couple of ounces, and we don't have to stop at a dollar store and get some more foil, but we will get this home safe and sound. This is a pretty good method. Obviously, I think having big flats would probably be best, but we're limited on space. Back from the Devil's Backbone. What an excellent outing that was. You know, it's very cool for me to go visit locations that I've only read about, and this was one of them. I've kind of already done some sorting, cleaning, organizing. This stuff over here will be eventually smashed up for thumbnail specimens, such as that piece right there. So I'm going to save those for a later date. I have kind of a nice little assortment over here, though. We have some gyrolite, which is very cool to finally have some in the collection. We got beautiful pieces of analcime, just like that. That piece right there. Kind of hard to see that because it's so white. The mesylite made it home. Yeah, we'll probably take some good photos of these outside too. Overall, just very, very excited with some of these pieces. We have that calcite cubes in there. You can kind of see them right there with analcime forming over the top. Basically everything on this piece is analcime. What else we got here? Got that lovely piece of analcime. Very sparkly and pretty. We have the gamelanite, I think that's how you pronounce it. And there, those little balls. And actually, in this piece over here, which is quite good, I mean, you can just see them. Very excellent, very excellent. I'm very happy with this. Seeing what I'm seeing now in the processing of this material, I will 100% go back to the Devil's Backbone. That area has so much to offer. You know, I dug it, and I'll have a nice little section of a display case for some of this material. Obviously, the micros and the thumbnails go in their own kind of separate place in my storage system. But yeah, what can I say? I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. You know, the way I process this stuff down and take photos of it and document it is I do it over a length of time. That's why I have the website, you know, to make videos in a consistent way and do the photos and all of that. I like to come back over a period of time. So if you go and recheck back in on listings in the future, there will generally be more information as I gather more information, all that good stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. This was part of a bigger trip, so stay tuned for more of this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.